Hello guys, karibuni ndani ya Soccer Connect. I'm your host Havigas Carlsberg.
Yes, Vincenzo Di Paul hapa.
Yes, the football professor hapa.
Yes, tuko Premier League Game Week 12 review, the weekend review ya Game Week 12.
Yes.
Mambo ilichemka, tuliona Premier League thriller twice this weekend. Yeah, so tutakuwa tuna dive in kidogo, tunaangalia talking points here and there kwa different games. Who did what, when, where and why. So ukiangalia, I think tutaanza na our first game of the weekend.
Ilikuwa ali kick off.
Yes, of course, ali kick off kama kawaida. Senzo ili deliver.
Ilikuwa game ingine interesting sana. Game of fine margins kama ulikuwa keen na the tactical setup ya Wolves, and it was a game for them to lose, but junior game wali take to Tottenham the game, and I think they were the better side in that game by bigger aspects.
Cause ukiangalia hata balance of play, Wolves wali dominate sana, ilikuwa wave after wave of attack kwa post ya Tottenham.
Yeah, ukiangalia hiyo game ya Wolves at Molineux against Big Six wako na 83% win rate.
Yes.
Yeah, so ni kitu is not a surprise because especially Big Six wamekuwa kisafa huko, the likes of Akina City, Liverpool, United, Arsenal wamekuwa hajakuwa struggle sana huko. So Spurs were the latest candidate kufanywa hivyo. So as predicted, ilikuwa ni kick off na ni game obvious. Ni kick off kwa mambo zake na ikadeliver venye umesema 2-1 to Wolves. Yeah. Alafu pia Spurs ukiangalia kanda pande nyingine wako very lucky sana, tunaenda international break because sahi they are in that moment yenye ushona in some small crisis. Ni small, yes, lakini ina affect sana because there are small team with small mentality. They are a big team with small mentality.
Because ukiangalia hata the crisis in my opinion ni because they only have a first 11.
Yeah.
Na secondly walikuwa very high flying. I think walikuwa na overperform expectations because hata ukiangalia stats, the number of shots wana concede against opposition, au wame concede the most shots,
yes,
in the league. So it was bound to catch up because you can't be getting throughout, huwezi kuwa una outscore your way throughout the league. It catches up.
Again, with the absence of Maddison, tuliona wali lack creativity, yes, sana in the final third.
Yeah, that's the crisis we're talking about, because ukiangalia sahi with the red cards and the injuries wamepata those key main players,
yes,
ni crisis nyingine kubwa sana for Tottenham because itakuwa ngumu sana wao maintain, because nimesema wako very lucky sana tunaenda international break, because if kama ingekuwa hii weekend inakuja tuna game hata kama ina against Luton manze una struggle bado, because Premier League ni hakuna timu rahisi.
Yes, alafu ilikuwa the first time in 3 years Ange Postecoglou ame lose back-to-back league games since his time at Kawasaki.
Yes. At least this time round hata kwa manager of the month bana amekuwa kishinda sana.
Yeah, amekuwa kiscam through manager of the month. Plus pia fixture ya Tottenham imekuwa very kind, ukiangalia the teams wamekuwa wakiplay. And there's a very interesting start hapa. Wolves win was the 8th time a team has won Premier League game they were losing going into the 90th minute. 50% of these matches have involved Tottenham.
So Tottenham ndio macustom.
Yeah, ndio macustom of course. Hao ndio wanajulikana kama the biggest bottlers after Coca-Cola. So they don't start in approved, and this according to Squawka.com.
Yeah.
And then I have to shout out, he was one of my favorites back then akiwa Juventus. Mario Lemina is back to his best.
Back to his normal best.
I think amepata he has found his foot back na anafanya ile kitu anapenda kufanya. I think he is very comfortable with the place anacheza, and akiwa Wolves I think that pressure pia kuna. So and shida yake, I just wish him go injury free, atakuwa sawa.
Mimi naweza give credit to O'Neil, the manager of Wolves.
Gary O'Neil, yeah.
Kulikuwa na ile controversy time alikuwa na sign for Wolves, because Wolves kiangalia squad yao majorly ni foreigners. So kulikuwa na ile conspiracy ata handle aje kikosi, being that some of the players cannot speak in English, kitu kama hiyo. So how the way I manage to pull your team together as a team to grind results. Umeshapiga Man City, umeshapiga Tottenham. So I think they're slowly going back to the normal Wolves kwa tunajua ile mid table. Wale not survivors who struggle for relegation, but those mid-table teams. So credit to him. Yeah.
Yes, and I think if Wolves had like mse anaweza funga wangekuwa way up the table.
Ni actually kuna Wolves zingine nilikuwa naogopa. Hii Wolves kina Raul Jimenez.
Yes, because walikuwa na watu wanafunga.
Jota.
That's why when Neto akiongezwa kwa hii team, it's a very different proposition.
By the way, ukiwa na Neto, imagine.
Sasa kuna striker mwingine mpuzi hapa aitwa Kunha.
Ni a very good striker. I think ni the type of Richarlison.
He just facilitator, ni type ya Jesus. He will create chances because hata ukiangalia ile assist of which I was heading into hiyo bao ya Sarabia. I think it is going to be one of the goals of the season. Ukiangalia hiyo assist ni hiyo type ya striker. He's very good at dropping na kucreatea wengine space. Ya Sarabia super sub alifunga na aka assist, alireward manager wake mwenye alidecide kumpiga sub akamweka.
Yes.
Yeah, so that was that, and by the way we got our prediction correct for hii game. Correct score. Tulisema itakuwa 2-1 Wolves.
Yes.
Yeah, so keep it Soccer Connect.
Yeah, continue watching because hapa ndio unapata the exact accurate predictions.
Yes, so tukiendelea our next game, another straightforward win. Arsenal 3, Burnley 1. Burnley, they tried to play in a deep block. Actually it's one of the company ali nini go kidogo.
Alijaribu kuchange kidogo. I think it will imsaidia because unaona hizi bao aliconcede to second half. Because ajaribu at least first half. Because angecheza. Unajua you are playing like sai hata kama master wa hiyo kitu. And the kind of players Arsenal wako nayo ni wako na more, let's say, more quality than the Burnley one. So obviously angekuja tu venye kuja first half hata ingeisha 4-5, but he actually tried, akajaribu kucheza basi counter nini ikawa kidogo, but anyway after all my prediction went wrong and Burnley got beaten. Yes, I thought Burnley could pull something in this game, but I
apologize to our viewers. That was a very misleading. That was a very misleading prediction.
No, that was my thinking back then, but
I apologize to our viewers.
Now should I apologize because nikitu that was my at that time mimi nilikuwa nafikiria. So and that was my prediction. I can't regret about anything.
Okay, in this game kulikuwa maybe sidhani kuna talking point other than Arsenal having shown wamepiga ka step in terms of depth. Because Arsenal was without Ben White, Thomas Partey, Martin Odegaard, Gabriel Jesus, Emil Smith-Rowe na Jurrien Timber. So Arsenal being within touching distance of first spot na missing all these players ni testament ya growth. Because kuna time Arsenal party asipocheza you guaranteed L. So that's the only thing I was to add. And Zinchenko's first goal at the Emirates. Maybe
a kung fu strike.
Yes, one of the goals of the week.
Yeah.
Maybe just to get your opinion kidogo before we move to Man United.
Yeah.
Baba ya Ramsdale aliongea leo akasema his son has lost his smile since Akwe dropped for Raya.
Yeah.
Personally, I think his interviews not talking too much is not helping Ramsdale because he's coming out as weak. And Asidani Ateta would love that talking too much outside. Just show whatever you want to do on the pitch. Plus, that's how Ramsdale alitoa Leno. So sioni why it's an issue when it's being done to him by someone else.
But I think your interview babake pia hapo mbele alisema yes, there's someone now kwa post is a family and now inafaa tu tukubali ako hapo na we need to support him. I think even alimalizia, but hata Ramsdale amesema ameongea amesema ati kwa nini kuna venye uko na shida, he can't concentrate on full 90 minutes. Sometimes fans ana engage fans in nini, so design ya sometimes uko a bit interrupted kidogo na fans, so unapata something so happen kwa football. Yeah,
I did a video comparing the difference between Raya and Ramsdale, so you can check it out on this channel, because the only difference, and I said it very categorically, the only difference between Raya and Ramsdale ni the calmness, cause hata wase tulikuwa tuna watch ball na wewe nilikuwa nakuonyesha scenario ka 10 yenye Raya akishika ball harudishi immediately, anakaa nayo until it's cool, and then they can start again. au invite unnecessary pressure.
Mmoja football pia kwenye current football na the style of playing coach anataka ama especially amtaka Arteta or the likes of kina Pep, unapata the goalkeeper needs to be involved in the game.
Exactly.
Si kuchukua tu ball kupiga goal kupura huko. Yani lazima ujaribu kusoma opponent, ku frustrate opponent. Yani kuna vitu utafanya kwa drag
kwanza
invite press alafu na unaweka ball hapo kanda yao.
Ryan alisema categorically you have to invite press so that you can play through it.
Yes.
And we were almost caught out a few times game ya City.
Yes.
But for him to continue doing it takes so much bravery, and of course mistakes will be there. We've seen Alisson, Ederson. There will be 1-2 mistakes, but the reward is greater than the risk. That's what I'll say.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
because hizo mistakes huko rarely, but ikifanyika is either ikuwe bao ama sometimes pina miss, but ni kitu iko in that kind of football lazima accept such things.
Yes, so tukienda kwa the biggest team in the league, the most informed team in the league right now,
the great Manchester United.
Yes, only one loss in the last 5 in the league.
Let's hear from the diehard man, the fan.
Yes, they Onana kept a clean sheet
for the first
against
time.
Luton. It was a poor performance, but a well-needed 3 points. The end justifies the means sometimes. So
I think hapa ndo nafaa ku apologize because I predicted also Luton to get something against United, but anyway, that's what my prediction.
I think tuwa tumeongelelea hii mambo na hizi fixtures zetu, and from the Luton game heading forward kwa tumesema these are must win games, and it's so surprising that we are the most informed team in the last 5 games, and which I can say is a notable improvement considering when tumeanza season vibaya. Thought Jack Leak, our forward line bado ina misfire, 1 goal amongst our 4 attackers. Tukitoa Bruno, injured Bruno is a midfielder. But most notably tumeona a team yenye ina fight for the manager. They are fighting for results at the moment. Wanasemanga when you cannot play good, fight for the result. And at least we are seeing that in that team. So kumaanisha they are not saboting the coach. Hiyo ndio kitu maana sana for now. They are fighting for the manager. They are fighting for the results. And it's evident why the last 2 games, despite losing against Copenhagen, tuliona hiyo fighting spirit ya team. Na hata against Luton tuliona hiyo fighting spirit, grinding results, and which is a good sign heading forward, which tusema November, December ni crucial months yenye wao ina sack managers or ina improve managers. So I can just say give credit to our players for that, showing professionalism na kufight. Yes.
Yeah, for me, I think win is a win, but against these small teams, if you're a title contender, you should get at least easy games a goal difference na Zamanga. If you're a serious contender, easy games a goal difference. Luton, Fulham, yes, 1-0 ni good result for the team. Hiyo morale irudi, but if kama ningescore more, at least pia ina boost morale. Mmoja 1-0 ni 1-0 ina score, mmefunga 1-0 but unapata attack yenu bado kuna 0 goal, kuna 0 assist.
I think you have like from where they are right now, huwezi chagua a win is a win, especially mimi kwanza. Mimi upenda the 0. Hiyo afadhali ikuwe 1-0 kuliko ikuwe 4-2. Hiyo personally. I'd rather tungepiga Burnley hiyo 1-0 as opposed to hiyo 3-1. Hiyo 1 for me is very necessary. So from where Man U are, they've been conceding so many goals. So the clean sheet will give them more confidence, in my opinion, as opposed to kama wangeshinda 4-2 ama 5-2. That's my opinion, because they need to believe they can keep that clean sheet, they can keep teams out, because wana concede sana.
But me I believe in goals. Mjua team ikifunga goals, wanajuanga wakiingia game, wanajuanga kama ni bao utapata. So maanisha mnananga na ile mentality ya we are going to win because we are going to get goals.
But see, this is a Luton team that picked up a point versus an informed Liverpool.
Yes.
So you cannot discredit them. So these are teams that unatengeneza. Unajua unaweza tengeneza goal difference hata na Man City at times. So it's not necessarily that this is a Luton team struggling in relegation zone that unaweza wapiga 5 or 6-0 at this moment, in fact. So because they're also playing good football, they're not just playing like akina Burnley or those other teams in the bottom. They're playing good football, so you cannot just uende tu wafunge tuseme tunapiga bao 6.
And surprisingly, Man United is the team with 0 errors leading to goal. So inamaanisha defending yao is not about making errors. They don't make errors. So defending yao ni more of organizational. And we have to big up resurgence ya Maguire. He's been part of the resurgence, the cornerstone of the resurgence. Varane amekuwa dropped, of which I think he's right. He's not adding anything currently. So United wako on a good trajectory as of the last 2-3 games. So let's hope injuries zao zikikam, they'll get better. The likes of Shaw, Martinez, etc. watawa improve, because we know they are better than what they are fielding right now in such departments. Maybe Casemiro comes back na ache gambut mahali ya that. Sikuja kucheza na gambut tena.
Afadhali hata ingia na sneakers than gambut.
Yeah, so before tutoke kwa United, Ten Hag, that was his 30th win as tulikuwa tumesema.
Yes.
In 50 Premier League games, the first Man United manager to do so. And then Ten Hag is only second to Pep Guardiola in points tally after 50 games, with 96 behind Pep's 112. Klopp akona 92, Mikel Arteta akona 75. So it's a very good record.
And in fact, only Sir Alex Ferguson has taken more points from his opening 50 Premier League matches for the club than the Dutchman. Sir Alex Ferguson akona 103, Erik ten Hag 96, Jose Mourinho 95, Louis van Gaal 94 sorry. Kubanisha pia kwa United coaches, for the past United coaches. Ako somewhere
behind the greatest.
Yes, ako behind the greatest, Sir Alex Ferguson.
Yes, so that's good. United fans, niliwaambia like Ten Hag akona issues zake, but he's not the biggest problem at Man United. You give him a chance to, and then mvumilie through the mess and all that. I think you will come out at the other side better kiasi than what you are. Another shock result of the weekend. Bournemouth 2, Newcastle 0. Solanke double ilisink Newcastle. Ulikuwa sidhani kuna nini wanapa alikuwa ameona result coming.
Ina ilikuwa shoka. It was a shocker.
I think Bournemouth at home uten kujaribu, but mjadala sio na that Newcastle, the big picture we see in Newcastle, the goals they are scoring against Bournemouth, we didn't give Bournemouth any chance. So ni kitu ilikuwa shock to because ukiangalia hata quality ya Newcastle na Bournemouth, the players ni nini. Shida ya Newcastle maybe sasa ni injuries. So ni kitu shida ya Newcastle pia ni mmoja, wakipatikana wanapatikana.
Yes.
Wakipatikana kwa yani hivyo tu,
they only try to make it hard and play versus the big sides. And then easy teams.
But hata big side unaona Newcastle wakiconcede boy ya kwanza against big side. Pia nagonga tu kama nawa. Just
they are a home team. Wakiwa home peke yake is when they are so good.
And hiyo ni kitu wezi shinda na title or any trophy.
Then kitu ingine nilinotice na Newcastle, they are a system team. Like Eddie O, there are certain players lazima kuwekwa kikosi into system yake. Without them, akonal sana. Ilikuwa so notable kwa hii game yao versus Bournemouth.
I think they missed Tonali kuna mwenye alikuwa anacheza ku-click kwa hiyo midfield. The Tonali Mahrez, Joelinton walikuwa washaanza kwa Joelinton injury, Tonali hiyo ban. Sasa mmoja sasa ni akina Longstaff, akina Anderson, they just saying
yani attack pia
hiyo pikipiki ponki wana guess tu ma
attack hiyo pia kuna ma injuries
hapa. Exciting Wilson ni full time, so unapata hiyo squad depth hiyo ni kama reduce kidogo. Alafu mmoja ana experience, so ina hit kidogo.
Yeah, so mambo ilichemka. Of course we mentioned the injuries which wana suffer sana. Adi Trippier had a heated exchange with the fan.
For Newcastle.
Yes, after the game, akimuuliza akimwambia they are not bad, they have so many injuries, that's why it's like that. But the fan ali apologize eventually, which I think ilikuwa hit of the moment. Yeah, so that's that on that game. Moving on to another game ya weekend, Liverpool 3 Brentford 0. Salah doing the business.
Yes.
I think the only talking point ni before that when the talking point, Salah and Nunez have a very interesting partnership.
Yeah, Salah Nunez actually all Nunez assists 7
is a Salah. Yeah, so
this season by assists zote Salah na Nunez amepeana ziko 7. Actually yeye ndio leading assist kwa Premier League currently. Hizo zote 7 zote ni za Salah.
Yes, and the talking point now is hiyo tackle ya Endo was it supposed to be a red card? Because in my opinion, I think it should be a red card, considering game ya Arsenal, Fabio Vieira was given a red card.
For the same challenge.
Na yake hata hakuguza ule jamaa sana, but because the stats are out and it's dangerous play, hii kulikuwa na good contact, but it was considered a 50-50. They both went for the ball.
I think hiyo ni ya nani ya Endo. I can compare it na ile game ya Chelsea versus Tottenham, ile ya Udogi, his first yellow card ile okay, nini stats zilionekana, but alibrush to Sterling kidogo, though ilikuwa a hard tackle but haikumpata, but stats zilionekana kapa yellow card because maybe you assume alikuwa chini, so nothing angefanya. Alikuwa shaenda slide, so hakuwa nothing ya kufanya, maybe ku remove mguu, yani hiyo design.
I think ati challenge ya Endo ukiangalia same na Casemiro last season game ilikuwa inacheza versus Southampton. It was just the same scenario, same challenge hivyo. Casemiro alitangulia, so walipatana wote, and he was given a straight red card.
Hata actually nilisema if that is a Casemiro is going, issue ni reputation sometimes come into play, and of course we discuss every week inconsistencies, like hatujui red card ni nini kwa hii ligi anymore na nini si red card.
I think nani Dezebi after game yao waliongelea the same thing, sema I really don't like the English referees. 80% of them
are frauds.
Yeah,
there's coming to football.
Yani like ukiona hata referee kenda kwa VR pale huko sure ni gani anakuja nayo.
Yes. So adding icing on the cake for Liverpool fans, Diogo Jota has never lost a Premier League game where that he has scored. Yes, actually 41 games, 51 goals, 34 wins, 7 draws, 0 defeats.
For Liverpool, ama generally mpaka since his Wolves days.
For Liverpool.
Oh, that's a good
so inamefunga for Liverpool, si Wolves.
Another notable thing for Liverpool, I think Liverpool when your front three ita click to vizuri, I think they'll be a very dangerous side to face.
In actually they're number 2. So ni kitu my worry, other thing nimeshakwambia since tuanze nini.
Ita click kama ile kina Salah, Firmino na
sidhani kuna anything ita click hapo because the level of quality akina Luis Diaz, they are not guaranteeing you whatever money is giving. Luis Diaz, in my opinion, is one of the most overrated wingers in the league. South American tax. Because angekuwa English, hakuna mtu angekuwa na mrate without any numbers. So, Gakpo, I don't see anything so far. Another one that I feel anakuwa overhyped sana, na akona stats kama za Kai Havertz, ni Dominic Szoboszlai. 1 goal, 1 assist, lakini anaongelewanga ni kama ni KDB region. I feel Liverpool wanapewanga too much free pass, but when you dig through, stats zao zote I think ni Salah na Nunes. Na Jota kidogo. But they get talked like ni kama hiyo front 3 hours, front 5, they don't have anything yenye ni so special, but on paper inashtua. But
the hype yetu Szoboszlai anapata ni hiyo his passing range, nini vision, maybe something like that.
I don't see it enough when I watch him, but ni mapema, I'm not rating him off. Let's see as the season goes on.
I think if kama Liverpool could have gotten a good CDM in like when Chelsea Caicedo ama Lavia, I think Liverpool ongekuwa a very 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 good team with a very very solid midfield.
But kuna rumors January wanaweza endea Andre wa ni Corinthians
so ende Palinya.
Hata Calvin Phillips ako in question hapo.
Phillips anaenda Juventus.
It's still too early. We will have a transfer show. But kuna rumors they might be in the market January for proper DM because Endo ni jamaa wa kucheza tu game kama hizo. Southampton and the rest.
Na League Cups.
Yes. So to our biggest game of the weekend, Premier League Classic. Chelsea 4, Man City 4. Very interesting game for neutrals. So many goals, especially for sisi wenye hii game haikuwa inatuhusu directly. We had a lot of fun with the end to end. Attack. So it's the 6th Premier League game to end in 4-4.
Yeah.
Yes, and the first team to score 4 goals versus City in 3 years, Chelsea. Do you remember the last team to do that?
3 goals. Liverpool?
Yes, Liverpool.
Yes.
And before Liverpool, ilikuwa Everton.
Yeah, I remember 4-0. So yagoza hata alikuwa alikuwa anakaribishwa tu.
I think Chelsea, nimekuwa nikiitetea Chelsea sana, and of course kuna disclaimer because just because they get good results against top teams doesn't mean they are so good. I think some of the credit on Apata is going overboard. Ni because they as well, Poch is a very good tactician.
Yeah.
Na hizi teams kubwa zina play into their hands. Chelsea ni transition machine.
Yeah.
The Mudriks, the Palmer, the Sterlings, Jackson, nasahau nani mwingine. Like these guys, they are primed to run. So these teams that play with the high line, the Tottenhams, Arsenals, Liverpool, that defend on the highway line, Chelsea will give you
lot of problems.
Chelsea will give you, trust you me, Chelsea itasumbua Man U venye imesumbua these teams because Man United are their center backs wachezangi kwa halfway line.
Wachezangi. Nataka hiyo mchezo.
Na the games zenye Chelsea ina lose, it's because ni deep block. Now when they get asked questions, you see now the Brentfords, they come up, the Nottingham Forest, West Ham.
Yeah.
So that's their biggest issue, but that was a very good issue. And nimependa sana na improvement ya Chelsea ni the mentality. This season they have a different mentality in games kabisa as compared to last season. We could just know they'll get beat,
but wamekuwa kipick pole pole.
Yes, it's a slow burner. Nimekuwa nikiambia Chelsea fans ignore the results. Poch is doing some great work. Give him time, give him a chance, he's cooking. And wewe kama City fan, where do you think it went wrong?
I think Chelsea walitupata kwa midfield. They got us because everything went wrong from the first minute because our passing, our movement haziko accurate.
Credit to Chelsea's pressing ama you've
Exactly.
an off day.
Exactly. No Chelsea were top.
You played into their hands.
Alafu I don't know, si some fatigue sahi, but especially our defense na midfield kuna venye hazikuwa zinapatana vizuri. The defense our jamaa wote walikuwa holiday, na Gvardiol, Diaz, Akanji. Maybe I can only excuse Akanji peke yake because he really tried he really played good and he also came up with a goal. But hao wengine wote I think maybe we missed John Stones maybe, and because maybe John Stones angekuwa obviously angedouble pivot ni Rodri, maybe kungekuwa na someone wa connect defense and the midfield to attack.
Actually, before Senzo atpeane his opinion, I think Stones was the biggest miss because Stones na Rodri wakiwa pamoja, hiyo inakuanga control, like personified control. And City is one of the most controlled teams I've ever seen. Since Mourinho wa Chelsea
2-4-5.
Yeah, like games zinakuanga in control. You will never see basketball games, and anytime City get into a basketball game they suffer. City can't play hiyo basketball.
Chup twende
City hawezani na hiyo leta nilete.
Yeah, but na ilitulemea sana because unapata Palmer and Sterling former City players walitupatia really a lot of problems because unapata especially kwa Sterling. Walker alikuwa kwa hell hiyo siku because manze Sterling cooked Walker hiyo siku. Alafu to attack, I don't know what happened because
it's James.
We were thinking that we can use the wings, the flanks to destroy Chelsea, but it didn't work because ukiangalia hata venye Pep aliarrange nini yake Foden huku Doku,
but
Doku got shot on the other side. Foden things are not working because nilikufa, so ile bidi kuna most times alikuwa na drop alafu ndio alikuwa down pia. Alvarez unapata connection yake na Foden iko naingiana kabisa.
Alvarez so far hii season amecheza na Arsenal, amecheza na Man U, amecheza na Chelsea. I've not seen him in any of those games.
I think
I've seen him kabisa
kwa ghost waka hizo game.
I think ni tactically position anacheza si ile yake accurately because in say currently and you 10
but when he's scoring free kicks and when we hype him when he is doing what
okay, so we hype him because we not hype him because he's not playing his best position, so that's why when I shine in that position but we hype him because he is striker.
Akitake credit he can as well take the blame. Because kwa unataka kuchukua moja yenye na kufavor because he amedisappear in big games yeye na Foden. And I usually have question marks over Foden, very good player lakini anakuanga too overhyped. he doesn't come up with any crucial yakwangi clutch player. People want to compare him with Rashford, Saka, sijui hawa ni clutch players for their teams. Man U sahii ina struggle because Rashford is out of form. Rashford amebeba Man U kwa mgongo last season yote peke yake. Foden is being played wide when their chief creator is injured. That says a lot in my opinion. Arsenal hata Saka alikuwa mdogo and he was being played 10. Na anasaidia, anapigania team, anacheza. So I think I still have questions over Foden. And Senzo, like the referee again your game, Man City seems to be the only team yenye inapewanga that kind of penalty. Sisemi si pena, but ni hao tu
wanapatiwanga penalty wengine tu
ya kushutilia
questionable sana. Unaangalia shida sana nini imefanyika.
Hata walisema kwa ref watch kwa Sky Sports, the two players were fouling each other, so it was only fair not to give it at all. It's a penalty if you want to give it, but the referee has to want to give it so much ndio ikuwe pena.
Kwa timu ofisi sana jamaa.
Because they get, and then their players can make fouls severally. Walker alikuja kupata yellows juu second half after making 3-4 fouls. Same na Rodri. They can foul you the whole game without getting booked.
Without getting anything.
Chelsea mtu akijaribu tu hivi card.
And by the way, Rodri is one yellow card away from suspension. So if kama atapata yellow against Liverpool,
lazima atapata. Again, the thing tuliona hiyo game ya Chelsea na Man City, it's just the same script about Guardiola. If you want to beat Guardiola, just go at him. Yani hiyo game mbele, take the ball to him, usimpatie space ya kujiorganize, like umpatie the spaces. Like ukiangalia over the years team
simsele na uoga ati Pep no baya. So yani uenda hapo na game yako.
Ukiangalia Chelsea out of the ball, akiwa bila ball alikuwa na mark the spaces. Wali disorganize midfield ya Man City sana. Like Man City were not given any space ku hiyo pattern ya
Rodri.
Hiyo kugonga yao, it was not there.
And Rodri transitions anasafa kama Jorginho, like literally. Sielewi mbona huyu jamaa he never gets booked. He gets overrun properly. Yeye uko overrun kila saa. Kama hii game alikuwa overrun.
But uwezi ka notice kwa sababu kuna zini result wazi inamfunika kitu.
Yeah. They win. Their quality comes on top sana.
Kuna games mingi unaandiwa Man City ilishinda, lakini ukiangalia Rodri game ame struggle.
Ni hapo unapatanga ni most
traditional games.
Kitupia sometimes ufunika Rodri. Kama na game Inter Milan was not that much great. But juu alifunga, people don't forget that. Kama Chelsea alifunga bao. Ndio hakuna unaongelea
Rodri masks, anajua ku mask tu over 10 na bao zingine box
bao za screamer. Alafu pia tukitoka of Chelsea sana Thiago Silva, I think he was my man of the match,
the fourth oldest player.
Actually only 4 players aged 39 or older have scored a Premier League goal. Thiago Silva 39 years and 51 days, Ryan Giggs 31 years and 85 days, Dean Winders 39 years and 231 days, alafu na Ted Sheringham 40 years and 264 days. So Ted Sheringham
Ashilianga
yuko hapo. He can break the record next year if kama atakuwa Chelsea na afunge.
Sidhani atakuwa.
I think if kama anaweza play some crucial part in for Chelsea, they might reward him.
Yes, and then Chelsea, before we move on, it's funny how Chelsea's best midfielder in a department Chelsea wamespend karibu 230 million pounds. Their best midfielder is Conor Gallagher.
Yeah, actually niko some good stars at Conor Gallagher because he has provided more Premier League assists for than any other Chelsea player. Na kuna more tackles than even Enzo na Caicedo.
I have started the Enzo dialogue on this platform.
I told you last time Enzo really makes progressive passes.
Hata mkikanyaga na ni shingo Rodri shingo. Ba Rodri alikuwa ngana bana 200 million midfield bana. Enzo na Conor Gallagher.
Being honest. Mimi hata sasa si agenda. Like Enzo huleta nini kwa team? Yeye ufanya nini besides World Cup?
But because
he alishinda World Cup last year na South American Argentinian passport, akona namba ya Messi kwa phone book.
Enzo since game yake tu ya kwanza ungeangalia tuseme huyu si midfielder anaweza leta impact kwa team. Enzo atathrive kwa team yenye iko well established, like ukimpeleka Man City pale anaweza go
na Wigan ana start pad huko Carabao. Aiza na Wigan sijui nani ana start pad, sijui what passing accuracy, sijui ali break line. you cannot be getting hooked. Every time Chelsea inatafuta bao, the first midfielder to come out, watch very careful. This is the second game ya Tote alitoka against 9 men. Who's run game? Hiyo hata ukibeba Jorginho umweke hapo.
Hata tu Lampard retirement umweke hapa na radio game.
I have so many questions about Enzo. Caicedo polepole ameanza kupunguza gambot.
Naweza kumaanisha if kama Enzo can up his game, Chelsea can be a different animal. Yes. Because I think hiyo pia because Caicedo atafanya hiyo kazi ya kuharibu na kulock na kufanya everything. Alafu Gallagher pia is really doing his best, but if kama anaweza pata a little support hiyo Enzo.
If I try to think, nadhania Enzo ni midfielder type ya kina Granit Xhaka hivi, like any second face midfielder like C10, yeye mse wa build up. Unaona Toni Kroos.
Yes.
Toni Kroos kitu kama hiyo.
Hiyo type ya second face, the silent ones, but something yenye Xhaka anafanya sahi very well. Akiwa Leverkusen, yes. Hiyo type, the second face midfielders. But he's not doing it, I'm not seeing it.
Okay, but sasa kazi ya midfielder kama unajua ukiangalia stats za Xhaka huko Leverkusen, they are so much crazy because unamtoka Xabi Alonso is tactic revolve around such midfielders.
Sasa kaniambia
because yeye ndio mmoja ndio ana supply the attack. Because position ukiweka Jorginho vizuri, he will really do it well because yeye anafaa a feed
ya Trossard.
Mimi kitu swali naulizanga, Enzo was bought for 120 million pounds. Alibaiwa for which role? Kwa hiyo
he's supposed to be that player, but he's not yet doing it.
Tell me
anakuwa kama kitu kama Lampard.
Unakuwa yani Conor Gallagher is covering more distance on the pitch than a 120 million pound player.
Enzo. Conor Gallagher nyakani
hiyo type ya kina Xhaka, Xabi Alonso, that second face msio mwenye ana link between defense
but he's not doing it.
And he's not doing it. I've not seen it
at all. Okay, mimi kaza tetea nani Enzo because I think he came up to the limelight when he was not ready maybe. In World Cup ilipatia that light maybe akawa amejificha in the arms of akina,
but I think
Rodrigo de Paul and whatever. Alafu kuja Chelsea nayo imemwonika zaidi because he wasn't ready for that hiyo nini hapo hiyo vita or that competition.
Maybe we are
Chelsea wana rebuild, so hakuna ule msemdeadly, so it's up to him kuwa mdeadly kwa team. It's very hard for him because ana that experience, anafaa work with some maybe experience people. Yetu umesema kama ingekuwa Man City angelearn more before kwa that.
Hata kama ingekuwa ni mse kama Semi Declan Rice with that kind of amount of money, is not putting that performance in that particular role ampatiwa. Angekuwa anaongelewa sasa kwa media. Why is Enzo amefichwa sana all because of the World Cup trophy? Ama the Golden Cup tax.
The young player of the
but he's young because I think alikuwa ameplay kama 16 games peke yake Benfica before he got this move. So maybe it's too early, let's give him time.
Nasikia mfano Jensen anasema ni language barrier.
Wacha bwana. Language barrier Magale sajui kizungu. Aguero amecheza hapa 10 years, anafunga daily. Express.
Aliwani na kina Conor Gallagher kwa midfield.
Anadhoni English Aguero anajua ni different gravy.
Yes, so tukiendelea to our roundup ya the remaining fixture, West Ham 3, Forest 2. Ward-Prowse delivery kwa pesa, 2 goals. West Ham defense yao is still not keeping a clean sheet. Nottingham away record yao ni polar opposite ya their home record. So sidhani hapa kuna much to say in this game.
Yeah, nothing to say. West Ham really waligangana sana kwa hii game. They were almost losing it, but they made a comeback na wakashinda.
And since Southgate is not doing well kutoita Ward-Prowse and calling mtu kama Calvin Phillips.
Hiyo ndio other thing what I point out because ukiangalia numbers za James Ward-Prowse hata tu at Southampton even now ukiangalia primary stats zake and the output yana nini kwa field sasa ako way above hata kina Henderson na Calvin Phillips. So sielewi mbona coach amuitangi sijui pia coach pia ni coach systematic, kuna players lazima wakuwe kwa kikosi yake ndio apige nini yake
system yake.
Hiyo bado imenishinda kuelewa Hawaii James Ward-Prowse analengwa.
Yeah, hata mimi sijaelewa kabisa, but hatuna maoni so far. Moving to another game ya roundup ni Brighton 1 Sheffield 1. Brighton winless in 5 or 6 so far in the league. 3 games a week schedule imeanza kuwalemea, of course, after losing 2-3 key players which they do every window. Sheffield pia walitumia the template yenye tulisema hapa ya Aston Villa, Everton. It works against Brighton. And then De Zerbi alisema doesn't like 80% of the Premier League refs. The only part I found interesting in this quote ni I want to know the 20% he likes ni nani, because me I don't like 100%. Shangu hiyo 20%.
Fucking disgrace.
Yes, they are poor, everyone knows, and revolution ilianzishwa na Arteta, so I'm glad kuona managers wana jump in. It needed someone to start it, aianzishe, because managers wamekuwa wakiumia sana in the hands of these guys. And Aston Villa kama kawaida, their home form walitandika Fulham 3-1. Villa, sidhani niko na anything to say on Fulham other than their attack is really struggling sana to compete na Man United. Because they are not doing anything. Raul, Adama, whoever, Carlos Vinicius. But Villa at home, I think they're chasing a record.
Yeah, for the first time, Villa since 1983, Aston Villa have won 13 consecutive top flight home games. Yes, 13 consecutive. Hii hata ni iko hapo kwa records hapo Europe, chasing one of the biggest records. So ni kitu wakimprove, but itakuwa ngumu especially kwa EPL ku break the likes of record ya Liverpool, City, Omega.
Arsenal and Man City are about to start going there after this international break in like 3-4.
Because I think this is the last international break. Alafu then now sasa ni club football.
Kaende sana.
Mpaka next year almost match.
After international break kaende mpaka match.
But after international break it will be busy kwa December. Crazy.
And then finally our last game, prediction moja, Vincenzo alipata right, Everton to beat Crystal Palace. It was a very nice game, by the way. If you missed this game, and uone highlights. Crystal Palace 2, Villa 3, another Premier League classic.
Yes.
Everton continue their good run against Palace away. They are unbeaten in like 17. Tulisema kwa preview.
Yeah.
And then finally Everton wanakuwa rewarded for their chances. Tumekuwa tukiwakas sana for underperforming the XG week in week out.
Yeah.
Au na Chelsea. All of a sudden Chelsea imeanza kufunga 8 goals within 7 days.
Yeah.
And 8 goals against Tottenham and against
Man City.
Yes. So ukiangalia Sean Dyche imprint yake imeanza kuonekana hapo Everton. And one signing I think by the end of the season is going to be very pivotal to Everton ni Jack Harrison.
Yeah.
He's looking good.
Yeah. Hapo I think hata if kama Leeds watajaribu warudi kwa ligi, wata regret hiyo ni sana. But as I predicted,
kama alienda complete.
I think ni permanent.
I don't know. Yeah, again sikuona the content behind
one of the brightest signings this season.
Yeah, Jack Harrison, former City Academy player. So ukiangalia hii game ni predict GG, nika predict Everton to win. Everything because ukiangalia ni timu zina venye tulisema zina turn to wewe cheza game yako
na tulisema
sisi tutakuja hapa na transition yetu tupige bao.
And the reason you should be watching Soccer Connect, tulisema categorically, the team which will have the most possession will lose this game.
Will lose this game. Na tukasema
Palace walikuwa na ngapi?
I don't know.
66
possession. So kuonyesha walifinywa.
Yeah, so tulisema tu hands because they are
wako home.
Lazima have to take.
Anataka kufurahisha fans macho. Na hapo ukiangalia midfield yao wana tend to kukaa na ball sana, kina Berechieze, akina the likes of Dokore wanakaa ku pass ball.
I think they are Sean Dyche is a master of counter attacking.
But I like this in Sean Dyche tactic because ni hakuna haja ngoje hizo nikiisha ndio wangangane kutoka relegation. Ngangana saa hii. Ikifika hiyo masaa you are very safe. So so far so good, but if come also connect because this is where we will get good analysis. Yeah, so alafu tukiambia hiyo game next after international break, we are expecting Haaland to score against Liverpool because he only remains with the two teams anafunga kwa Premier League. Yes. Liverpool and Brentford. After scoring a 2 against Chelsea, kumaanisha you only have now 2 remaining teams.
Interesting because Van Dijk is rolling back the years.
Yes.
So we'll see. Thank you very much for watching Soccer Connect.
Yes.
Want to thank you for 300 subscribers.
Yeah.
Road to 500 is still on.
Exactly.
Share the video. like the video,
Yes.
comment so that the video gets recommended to other like-minded viewers.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Soccer Connect.
This is where the game comes alive.